We people make me sick.
I think she was confused though, because she was like, y'all wanna she was saying something about how he a 6'4", fine man. Don't I was like, she must ain't seen Legion.
Yeah, I know she didn't. This was before he came out. This is before
He
he
said
came
9
out.
hours ago.
Oh, maybe not. Let's listen to her.
Okay. Risa Tisa is not the
typical, this ain't the girl I'm talking about.
TikTok person that the algorithm pushes, right? She's not the typical, she doesn't have the look that most people that you see. Like
See, a lot of times the reason we can't have real conversations here on TikTok or any other social media when we're Black people is because people just want to fight. Like they pretend that they're stupid. They forget intellectually stupid when they want to be offended about something. Now, I've said that Risa Tisa and the story about who the F did I marry, when I looked at the man, Legion, when we see what he looks like, now he's 6'5", she said, right? Or 6'4". He's a vice president of a company. He likes to dress well. He has that look of a boy, of a dude that like to be a pretty boy, right? Risa Tisa does not look like the arm candy that he would have on him. And when I made a video just saying that as women, we need to really be aware of these men that want trophy women. If a man is like that guy on, what is it, Married at First Sight, and he's a little pretty boy with the little part in his head and stuff, if he is that type of dude, he most likely is not going to be wanting to be with a plus size woman, no matter how beautiful she is. He's probably not going to want to be with a dark skinned sister, no matter how beautiful she is. He's probably not going to want to be with a short woman like me, no matter how beautiful she may be. There is a certain look and a certain they're pretty boys, they're fuck boys, and they're trophy wives. There are Instagram models, and we can't even have a serious conversation about that, to talk to younger women to let them know that most likely if you get with a man that traditionally in the Black community that you don't look as good or 5 times better than, you're going to most likely run into some problems. We've already had the conversation about we had this conversation on my page about good looking men with ugly women and how the men have to act so ugly with you because they want their woman to know I'm not trying to get with her, and she's looking all like, oh, I know they probably looking at me because I'm not as good looking as he is. But we can't have an honest conversation about that because he not a pretty boy to me. She looks just as good as him. She does not comparably look like the type of woman that a 6'4" man with a good job, vice president of a major company, would be with.
She ain't even watched the series. She ain't got no idea what is going on.
No. So what she's saying is, she was saying that how does she get confused, because this is what the man should look like. He should look 6'4" to be a vice president. He should look like 6'4". He should be pretty boy. He should have these things. This is what he should have. And she doesn't fit the scenario of that to get this man. This is what she's saying.
But he wasn't 6'4" and fine. Like what?
No, I think Reese said he was 6'4". In her head, in her mind, he was fine to her.
So that's what I'm saying. Then, so her,
she was saying, how can you get him? You shouldn't have got him mixed up. You should have known he wasn't a vice president. You should have known he wasn't the wifey because he's trying to get with you.
I disagree. There's definitely some overweight, bald headed in the front VPs, millionaires. Like, what are you talking about? I don't even understand nothing she's saying, because
he didn't look like a VP. I just want to put that out there. Not because he was fat. I said he did not. And not because he was overweight. Not because he has a weight challenge. Not because of that. He did not look like a VP because he wasn't dressed. He wear polo. A polo every day. A polo. The VP of what? Of the DHL that he was working at?
No. Oh, that's what he was at, DHL?
I don't know. I'm just saying, because it was a forklift. They was in Riverdale. Oh no, he was driving too. So it probably been Amazon because he was driving up north.
Wherever he worked at, still, she's saying that Risa was not equal to a man of the description's caliber.
Correct.
And what I'm saying is, there is many different men out there, huh?
She needs to shut the fuck up. That's
There's many different men out there that have these jobs that look. I mean, it must be what she's looking for. She's looking for 6'4", pretty boy, like, because Reese didn't say nothing about a pretty boy
at all.
And Legion ain't giving pretty boy
at all.
So I don't even understand why she made this video.
And she made this video, this one right here that we're looking at. She made this video after she made another video. She had made another video.
Even the comments saying, was this made before we all saw Legion?
That video, the original video.
Legion was not a prize. Like, that's what I'm saying. The way she's saying it sounded like you weren't up to his standards anyway if you thought he had that kind of stuff. Like, what
she's saying that, but she's also saying, how was you blind that he wasn't a VP? Because he didn't look like a VP. He was not given VP. He was not given that. He was not given that. So how did you get him confused for a VP?
How you know what he had on when he went to work?
Well, from the video that she said it. She said that he would wear a polo. He would wear the same thing every day, a polo and slacks. She said that.
But then when he was a for real undercover police officer.
He was in his character.
He was in character. So I was trying to see, was he not in character all the way as a VP?
He wasn't. He was in his mind with the BMW and the second phone, and the executive assistant answered his cell phone. What executive assistant answer your cell phone?
Right.
What executive assistant? None of them answer your cell phone. And if you I'm not gonna say that. So he was playing some of the part, but the dressing part, he did not play that part. I am sorry. He did not. I have worked in corporate
And then if you
America.
never dated a VP, you might not even know. She might have no idea what a VP should be dressed as or what this thing. I mean,
she did.
Thinking about it, if I met somebody, I wouldn't even be expecting them to lie to that degree. Like you was up here, so I wouldn't even expect that you would tell me you a VP when you were just a regular employee. Like, we don't even know each other. It's kind of like I told you, people still get catfish to this day. I told you.
I know. How? No.
It's all about looking for love. That's what it is. It's gullible when you are looking for love. When you have been single for so long and you want to find somebody, you take the red flags and you push them and you sit on them. You sit on the red flags and you don't pay attention, because it was plenty of flags that she saw and she still was there and she still ended up marrying them.
Because she was paying rent, because he was paying the bills. That's what the TikTok universe has put out there, is because she was paying the bills. He was paying the bills, and she said that too, because he was providing. He was a provider, and that is what put women.
But she only had rent
such a hard way.
$1,000.
I know her rent was what $1,300.
So somebody posted and said that she said on the video her rent was $1,000 on one of the lives. They asked her how much her rent was in 2020 in the townhouse.
I know. In Riverdale, in 2020.
She said $1,000, so he was paying $1,000 rent, which he could pay from a basic job.
Mm-hmm.
So she didn't have any idea. But if he was paying $1,000 rent and he was the VP, y'all should have been balling. Like, he should have been going to get you that car you wanted. Not just
did she say what car he drove?
She didn't. Probably because it wasn't going to be a good part of the story. You probably was driving.
What car?
2001 Toyota.
Yes. What car did he drive? And did she not? Well, maybe I'm just thinking too far, because did she not think to try to run his credit to see what his credit was like. She had the Social Security number. Oh, Anna is frozen. Oh, Anna, you were frozen. But yeah, she had his Social Security number. Like, did she not think to run the credit? I would have ran the credit. I
have never ran nobody credit. Just because. Now I'm saying, I'm married now. I run his credit all the time.
Okay.
But prior to that, I wasn't running nobody's social.
Now I wouldn't run the credit if we're dating, but if we're getting married and you having those, she had those bubbling feelings. She had the gut feelings that God gave us. She had those. She had the feelings. Run the credit. Why do you run the credit to see what was going on over there? Like, if you making 6 figures as a VP, I want to know what car he drove. I really want to know that now that I sit here and think about that. That's one of the signs. What did he drive? I know it better not been no Nissan that he bought you.
Did he have any friends?
Who?
Did he have any friends?
Yes, he talked to them on the phone.
But nobody came over. Like, it was no...
Because it was COVID. It was COVID. Nobody...
Okay, yeah, you're right.
But here's the thing.
That was a perfect time.
Y'all. No. Let me tell y'all. COVID in Atlanta didn't shut down. Atlanta did not shut down.
Was like, people used to tell me, like, you need to stop going places everywhere. We was gone during COVID. But and some people really was staying in the house, and that's how they were Facebook dating and doing that kind of stuff. But it was the perfect opportunity for him because he was like, COVID, okay. I'm going to tell her I'm a VP.
Yep.
I'm going to tell her. Where did he say he stayed at? Why he end up moving in with her?
Because he lived in a studio in
the VP with the studio.
Okay. Yep. He was saving for a house. Saving for a house.
Okay.
Yes, he was saving money for a house. He lived in a studio somewhere, and they met right before COVID. So Atlanta shut down March 13th. Atlanta shut down. They met right before March 13th, and then COVID hit, and then they were supposed to go on a 2-week shutdown. Everybody was supposed to go on a 2-week shutdown, ended up being 7 months. So, go ahead.
Now that I'm thinking, y'all got married
in January.
You let this man put in an all cash offer on a $700,000 house that you ain't even see $700,000. Did we not have access to bank account?
She did not have access to bank accounts the whole time. It was part 22 before she got access, before they showed each other the bank account. They had already been married. This is the last home. They went to counseling, and so they wanted to show each other the bank account, but he only showed her 2 accounts because those are the only 2 accounts he had. Mm-hmm. He did not show the offshore account where he was saying he had $700,000 in the bank account.
He said he had an offshore account, and she didn't think to investigate him then. Because let me tell you, if my husband said he had an offshore account, are you a smuggler? Like, what do you do that you got a whole offshore account?
I don't know. And why do you need an offshore account?
Exactly.
Like, why?
I would need to have access to that. What if you die? I need to know.
I can't get to it.
I need to get to it. Like,
exactly. Yes. He had an offshore account.
She was really blinded by love. She was.
Or the USA. He had a USA bank account. US something bank.
USA.
It's not USAA because those are for military. He wasn't in the military. US something bank he had. She didn't get access to that one as well, but she did get to see his savings and his checking. And
there were 2 accounts he had.
There was, that was. But he had 9,000 in there.
If she would have been my friend, I would have told her, "It's all right, girl. I'll investigate."
You would have.
and we wouldn't even have to go through all this.
Yep.
That's
like, where was her friends?
She didn't have
Where was her friends? She did. She said she had a friend who took her to the miscarriage place. She had a miscarriage.
That's the only thing the friend was good for, because the friend was not like, girl, let's investigate. Let's see what's going on. Maybe she didn't say nothing. Maybe she was just quiet and didn't say anything. But the putting in a $700,000 cash offer would have been a red flag for me.
Yeah. Me too. Me too.
Would have been a red flag. Like, but first of all, we might as well build what we want. We got 700,000. Let's break ground. Let's do this. Let's go.
But people don't think like that. People don't think like that.
Right.
And I don't know how many people was breaking ground in 2020 like that either. 2020 was like at the beginning of 2020 when stuff was shutting down. You couldn't get nothing for your house.
That would have been a great time to find some land, though. If I would have known, I'd have found me some land in 2020.
Yeah, but you couldn't find nothing for your house. You couldn't buy wood for the house then. I mean, it was crazy. It was crazy. It was. Are you putting on makeup before you go to bed?
Get ready with me.
I know that's everything's going on, but yeah. So this lady right here, like she pissed me off. Like she pissed me off. But you know what? She pissed me off because I hate this conversation. But in the background, she have a point because people have a type. People think they get conceited and they have a type. Not everybody, but people have a type.
I do believe it's men that have a lot of money that have plus size wives. I think it's more of people that are in the public eye.
Mm-hmm.
If you're in the public eye, then you are criticized if you are seen with a woman that is not that attractive. But it's definitely men out there that have married women that was with them before they had the money, and they may not be Instagram models, but they stick with them. I definitely feel like Tisa. Is it Tessa or Tisa?
I call her Reese Pieces.
Reese Pieces.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely go to some luncheon. It's a couple hotels down here that have the little bar in there that have the men. She go in there dressed up with a wig on and stuff. She might come out there with a real VP.
Yeah,
he might be a little older, but she could come out of there with a real VP.
Yeah.
There's men for everybody. I don't believe that it just got to be a type, because it could be the prettiest girl with the biggest butt and the smallest waist, and he cheat on her and do her wrong. So there is no type.
Or vice versa. She cheat on him.
Yeah, there is no type. So it is some shallow people out there that will be like, oh, I need this. I mean, what she talking about, the man she talking about on Married at First Sight, he married a girl, and the girl was not unattractive. She was just dark skinned, and that was a turn off for him. And I mean, but she was a pretty chocolate girl. She was small. She had a nice shape. But when he seen her, he was like, she's not my type. And it was so sad.
But he knew what he was getting into. Married at First Sight is the name of the show.
And they matched them based on the answers they give to a question and what they say they want in a person. And so they matched. But once he seen her, he couldn't get with it. He was like, you're just not my type. I'm just not into, I usually date light-skinned girls that look like this. And it really didn't work out. She tried hard, though. She really went there. She wanted to find love. She wanted to be married at first sight, and she gave it all. And Paige is a beautiful girl, and I hope that she has found somebody, because I can't even remember the boy's name, but he was a jerk.
Oh, man. That's sad. See? This is crazy.
I want to say it was here. I want to say that year was either here or Houston. That season was. But
he was probably here in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Probably here in Atlanta. That is sad. That is sad. It's people like her to get on my damn nerves. She get on my nerves.
Oh, the people on my nerves. People was like, "What? What you say?" Somebody said
sometimes we just need to be quiet. You just need to be quiet. Be silent. Be silent. And now she's trying to back herself out what she said.
Right. I hope Rita don't be. I wouldn't even look at nothing that nobody talking bad about me. Like, I would just keep scrolling. I don't even want to hear what I look like, because it's. I thought I seen somebody else that was talking about it too.
Oh yeah, it's plenty of people. They're haters. It's haters. We did a the TikTok me and Naya posted. That went viral. That we was driving, right? Mm-hmm. Somebody on there was like, "Why y'all fat?"
What? I ain't
Bitch,
even.
why you ugly? I said, bitch, why you ugly?
Oh my
Like,
gosh.
really? Like, come on. Like, they what they call haters. They have nothing better to do with their life but to post stuff on comments to try to bring people down.
They keyboard bullies.
Yeah.
They say stuff that they wouldn't dare say in person.
No, yep, that's what they do. Like, they can fight behind that keyboard, but you go face to face, you go toe to toe, you can't bring it. You can't bring it. Not at all. But that's what, and this is a conversation like I hate, like really, but she does have a point. People have types. They have those types. You just talked about it by the 90 Day Fiance. They have those types. And once they get to a certain standard, didn't Kanye say this? And when you get on, girl, he's gonna leave you for a white girl. And that's exactly what Kanye did, because Kanye had a black girlfriend the whole time. As soon as he took off, he got Kim.
Can we talk about, like, who is this girl? Like, is she mentally okay?